today we've got this 6 horsepower Johnson. I just ran the serial number on it and it's a 1994. This is one of 7 outboards I picked up on an auction sight unseen. I haven't even pulled the cover off of this thing. Assuming that none of them are running, which is why they got rid of them, but that will be determined, I guess, to be determined. So this is what we're working with. Let's see what we got under here. It actually looks pretty clean. It doesn't look like there's a, I mean, I wouldn't say there's a whole lot of hours on this thing from appearances, but sometimes appearances can be deceiving, right? Throttle works on the tiller. First problem might be that it's locked up. I hope not. Interesting. Okay. So it's not locked up. I can spin the flywheel itself, but this, the pull rope is locked up. That's way less of a problem than the whole engine being locked up. Take a look at the spark plugs. Top cylinder, it's got the permagap plugs. Bottom cylinder. I don't see any rust on the pistons, that's good. Alright, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this pull starter off. Oh, I think it just had to be in neutral. That was dumb. Yeah, just had to be in neutral. I didn't realize it until I pulled this and I saw this cable here. Then I kind of dawned on me. Let's put that back one. Let's check spark. I can't see from this angle. See anything? I don't know. Alright, I see spark on the bottom. Yep. Spark on the top and the bottom. Alright, so we're hooked up to the top cylinder. It's gonna be hard to get a good pull because of this angle. Pretty bad. 60. Huh, 67. So we've got spark, we've got a very mediocre compression. We can see if that comes up a little bit if we get it running. think we should just go ahead and pull the carburetor off. What do you think? We always have to clean them. Might as well. Let's pull it off, take a look and see what it looks like before we even try to run it. All right, carburetor's back on. Of course, the one time I decided to actually look at the carburetor before I try to start it, the carburetor actually looked really clean. It did have a little bit of gunk in the bottom of the bulb, so I took that out. The only thing I did notice was that the choke linkages were not on properly at all. So me pulling the choke wouldn't have actually done a thing. So I guess I'm at least glad I looked at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together and hook some fuel up and try to get it started. Same problem I had with the last Johnson outboard I have. I don't have a fuel connector to fit that right now. I don't know why I haven't gotten it. I'll order one, I swear. So I'll just go ahead and bypass this little fuel connector here and just hook my fuel up straight to that. Put some water on here and send it. Choke? No choke. Let's go choke. Sweet. So it runs. The cylinders feel hotter than they should, so potentially the thermostat's not opening up, because we've got good water flow. This water was not hot whatsoever. So I might have to crack this thing open. Yeah, it's way too hot. Crack this open and take a look at the thermostat. Alright, so we pulled that out. Let's see if it runs cooler now. Causing problems. Much cooler now, so I think I just need to replace that. I'll order that. Pumping good water. It's actually idling really good too. I think I got it to go into reverse and forward. Let me try it right real quick. Stop the safety lane here real quick. See if that kills it. Sweet, it does. Alright. Really, I think the only thing that we need to check on, maybe I'll run it for a few more minutes and then we'll recheck compression, and then I think we need to order a new thermostat for it. It's shifting okay, so we'll pull it out of the water after that and check the gear oil, make sure the lower unit seals are good. So no real improvement with the compression numbers. unfortunately. All right, let's take a look at the lower unit oil real quick. Looks pretty good.